everybody. Welcome back to Leveling Up from the Inside. I'm sorry I've been quiet. I don't think I've posted a video. It's probably been like a week, a little over a week. But there really hasn't been that much change, so I wanted to wait so that I could give you kind of a little bit more of the progress of everything. So before I get started kind of showing where everything's at, I did want to answer a few questions that I've gotten in my comments and through Facebook, because I know a lot of people are wondering about the recovery and the supplies you need and things like that. So I also have the compression garments that I wore, some of which I wish I'd known about before surgery, but I'm here to share it with you. So hopefully when you have surgery, you have the right stuff. So let's get started. Today is Monday, August 31st, so I am 4 weeks post-op. If you are new to my channel, on August 4th, I had a thigh lift, a medial thigh lift, an arm lift, a breast augmentation, and then I had some additional lipo on my stomach. I did have a circumferential tummy tuck last November of 2019. So I will show that scar just so you guys can see how that looks. That's like 10 months out from that one. And the healing is going really well. So to answer some of the questions, the question that I've been asked the most is about the healing process when you have so many areas affected. So with that, the first big thing about that is when you have surgery, multiple areas like that, like I have my legs and my stomach and my arms and my boobs, you're gonna want to make sure you have help for the first like 2 or 3 days. If you can have help longer, do it. But as far as like absolutely needing help, the first 2 to 3 days is kind of that sweet spot where you absolutely want help. I did not need help going to the bathroom. Like I could wipe myself, even though my arms were, pretty delicate and sore. I could take care of that by myself. So you don't need anyone to wipe your butt. You don't. However, getting up and down from the recliner or the couch, that was pretty hard because of this surgery. So you're definitely going to want help for that. You're gonna want someone to help with like cooking, or if you want to like meal prep in advance, definitely do that, because I was not in a place, I'm on medication and I'm all sore and stuff, and I was not in a place where I wanted to cook. If you have young children, I have a 5-year-old. I'm divorced, so he spent the first week with his dad while I was at my mom's place. And then the second week after my surgery, I decided to stay at my mom's place, but my little guy came and stayed with us, and then she kind of helped with him. So if you have really young children, you definitely want to have some kind of childcare, especially that first week, because you really can't lift. You're not going to be able to, move around very easily. So you don't want to not be able to give them the attention they need or hurt yourself by doing too much too fast. So let's see. Another question I've gotten is just kind of about eating. I did have gastric sleeve surgery April of last year. I lost 100 pounds. That's why I've had so much skin removal. Eating was kind of similar to when I had my tummy tuck. The first couple days I tried to eat more liquids. My mom made this awesome chicken soup, like tons of veggies and all the yummy goodness. And probably the first 2 days I kind of was having more of the broth and veggies, because you're also on that heavy medication which makes you get constipated. So I was doing smooth move tea, and I took Dulcolax every day. But I didn't want to push it too much. So I had more broth. And then once I got to like day 3 and beyond, I added the chicken and more veggies, and my appetite kind of started to come back. But I can only eat so much. So I was definitely, eating a couple, like maybe 6 small meals instead of like 3 big meals, just to get my nutrition. I'm not a big pill taker. So my doctor gave me oxycodone for my surgery, kind of messes up my stomach. So I had, oh God, what do you call it? Tums. I had Tums for that. And for vitamins, I was actually using vitamin patches because I didn't want to take a whole bunch of extra pill kind of vitamins. So I'll post down below what I was taking just in case you're interested in doing the vitamin patches. I use Patch MD just because they have really good sales, but you can get the patches on Amazon if you're more of an Amazon user. As far as equipment, I did have a walker available. I borrowed it from my aunt who was older. I didn't need a walker. When I had my tummy tuck, I used it for like a day or two. But I did have like one of those toilet seat lifters. I'm not sure what the official name, but it just like you put it on top of your toilet and it makes the toilet seat much higher. And the benefit to that was that it has like these handles that you can hold on, because I couldn't actually sit on it again because of the surgery on my legs. So if you are able to borrow one of those or buy one of those, I think they're like $20 at CVS. Definitely get it. I used that probably about 10 days just because it was easier. You know, in the first few days, I wasn't sitting at all. Like I was like squatting or hovering over it just because I was so sore, you know, right in between here, that I was not trying to sit much of anywhere other than the recliner or the couch. So that's the story. That's really the only extra equipment I needed that I borrowed then. All right, so let's get into the scars and all of that. So let me take off my shirt. I'm not going to do it on camera because I don't want to look like I'm stripping. Okay, so going from top to bottom like I usually do. So the boobs are doing really good. They were, if you've been following my videos, they were the easiest part of the surgical journey as far as this journey. Again, I did have weight loss surgery, so I had like deflated B- cups. They were probably an A+, but I'm gonna say they were B-. So I had the skin there. So I got 400 cc's high profile under the muscle. I have not gotten them measured yet, but if you've been watching me, you can see that they have dropped some. I've been using the strap. Let me grab that really quick. Which goes across the top. The doctor did suggest it, and you have to put it on pretty snugly, and then this helps to push them down. He had me start wearing this a week after my surgery, not right away. So you can kind of see that holds them down. If you want, I'm going to post it on Amazon with all the other products. This is made for runners that are, you know, larger in the bust, to kind of keep your boobs steady. I'm not wearing it as much during the day. I wear it more to sleep now. But when I saw my doctor last week, actually the time before then, he had me start doing breast massage. I might do a separate video on that just because I'm not going to start like ripping up my boobies in this video. But breast massage is an important component, so you don't get, oh God, what is it? Capsular contraction. I'll post it down below. I always forget, capsular or something, where you get scar tissue in there, and you don't want to do that. But basically the movements are, you want to lift them up, you got to push them down, you got to push them in, and then you got to push them out for a certain amount of time. They're healing really well. You can see the little scar here, the doctor, when I saw him this past week, I bought the silicone gel, the scar treatment, so I've been massaging that. He did tell me to start massaging every time I shower with like some gentle soap, just to start breaking up the bumpiness of the stitches. I'm kind of a nerd, you guys. Like when I'm massaging this and I hear those pops, you know, where it flattens out. If you haven't had the surgery yet, just wait. So you're massaging your spots and you'll hear like pop, 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 and that is just everything kind of flattening out. So let me show you kind of my arms. You can definitely see a difference from last time. It is kind of ridgy up here, but it's hard to tell, but it's flattening out really nicely. This one is a little bit more, you know, bumpy and stuff, but I'm not overly concerned about it. This has been the arm that's been a lot more sore overall. So it's getting there. It definitely looks better than it did. I just have to massage this one a little bit more. All right, let me move this back really quickly so you can see my legs. The same thing with my legs. If you can see it there, it's flattening out really nicely. With this one, the same thing. This one is also more ridgy, just like the arm, but it is flattening out. My scars go all the way up and then kind of out over here. Everything is healing really well. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I had like a little bit of issue right here with bleeding sometimes when I would sit down, but that's healing up really, really nicely. For those of you who haven't again watched my previous videos, go watch those. This is my circumferential tummy tuck scar. Again, this is 10 months now. I had it done last November, so it's been 10 months for that. So that's good. So everything is doing really well. I'm super excited. I'm going to be going back to see my doctor in November to get my pictures done, and then at that point I'll do my Real Self review, because they're going to be posting them up on Real Self, so I'll share that link once I actually have it. So quickly, you know I don't like to jibber jabber, so I'm moving everything along. I want to go through the products and the compression garments that I used. I did not use a faja or the full girdle. That would have been torture, getting it on and off with as delicate as my arms were, or even going to the bathroom with this area down here. Who the heck wants to do that? So I have my trusty little binder here. This is the same one that I used when I had my tummy tuck. It's a postpartum binder, so I'm not going to put it on now, but I'll post it down below. It's like $20. Best thing I've had. I still wear it periodically because I do get swollen, like when I have my period and stuff. And like this past weekend, I was helping my cousin move, and holy cow, I was so swollen down here. Wore this last night. Boom. I mean, it's a little swollen still, but that's from, I just had lipo 4 weeks ago, but yesterday it was like out to there. So you want to have a nice binder. The next piece that I have is the one that I used on my arms, and that's this guy here. So you just kind of put it on around, and they do have one that has the strap that goes across, if you don't want to use this strap, and that's totally fine. It's personal preference. I prefer to have the separate strap, but you can get whichever one works for you. When you order this, definitely size down. My arms were enormous before, so I guessed kind of what size I would be, and it was still too big. So trust me, if you're getting arm surgery, size down quite a bit. And then for my legs, if you've watched my other videos, you saw that the one that I had kind of ended like right here. And it was just kind of a regular Spanx kind of thing. Well, what happened is I would have compression up here, but then I would get really swollen down here, and it looked really weird. So I ended up finding these, and it's Slim Me by, I can't even read that. It's kind of hard, but I'm going to post it down below. And the nice thing about this one, it's a capri, so it ends up like right below the knee, and it gives you the perfect compression that you need in the areas that you need it. So this was a stellar find, and I wish that I had found it before my surgery so I would have had it ready to go. Another thing with this is the one that I got last time had like a texture to it, and it annoyed my stitch line, where this one is really just nice and smooth. So if you are going to get the surgery, you're going to want to have this one. And then, you know, for my boobs and stuff, just regular sports bras. Honestly, they're the only bras that fit right now. So I'm going to go get measured probably next week or the week after, again, because I'm still dropping. However, I do have to go back to work, and I would like to have something other than a sports bra. So that's that. So if I left anything out, or if there's anything you want me to cover in my next video, I'll probably do one next week. Please comment down below, and I will definitely add that. And coming up, I'm going to be adding some more content, more on the emotional side of when you have surgery or bariatric surgery, kind of the roller coaster that can be. And start posting more about the whole leveling up process from start to finish when you go through this type of transitional journey. So if you're looking forward to that like I am, please subscribe to my channel and you'll start seeing those videos soon. So for my subscribers, thank you so much for watching. Please keep those comments coming. I really appreciate your support, and I will check in with you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.